All right. Yes, now we've only got an NHL season recap edition of it here, Mick. Yes, the NHL season officially wrapped up a couple nights ago. It just wrapped up with the Florida Panthers are your Stanley Cup champions for the first time in franchise history. So the Panthers are the champs. They finally did it after last year losing it. Like the Stanley Cup Finals last year, the Golden Knights. This time they win it. They almost blew the really seriously. They almost could. That would have been bad if they would have lost Game 7, but they figured out a way to win. Sam Reinhart made the biggest goal of probably his whole life. Sam Reinhart making that biggest goal, just pretty much the game-winning goal, the biggest goal of his life. And he pretty much just, so Sam Reinhart, former Sabre too, which is pretty cool. So, he got the game-winning goal. So congratulations to the Florida Panthers. Tough break for the Edmonton Oilers. Yes, they were close. They were close. They really could have had a chance. McDavid was this close to getting it. But on the other hand, the consolation, Connor McDavid is your Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Which, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. You have to be a losing team. You have to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. It sucks, but still, congrats to him on that. He deserved it, but still, same time, it just doesn't feel right having a team that's part of a losing team. So basically, yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, so Connor McDavid, we'll see what he does next year. But of course, Sabres, the biggest news right now. Yes, Sabres missed the playoffs once again. Another consecutive season. It's now 13 straight seasons. The Sabres have missed the postseason. Lindy Ruff is back. We knew that for a while. But we'll see what's happening next, because now today Sabres just bought out Jeff Skinner's contract, his last 3 years of his contract. So now he's a free agent officially now. So Skinner's gone. We don't know what his future holds, if he's going to come. Now he's a free agent. He's definitely gone to Buffalo. So, if this is it for Jeff Skinner, his time in the Sabres, wish he was best than ever. He was fun to watch. He was one of my favorites, along with some of the other current Sabres. But, just that generation of the playoff drought, he's up to one up there. It's just his stuff he does, his cringiness. It's cringe, but still, it's just funny. Just some of the Jeff Skinner type things, like having these girl goal songs and all that, just stuff like that. I don't know, and the between the stalls thing kind of thing, Skinner did a lot, but yeah, but he was a good player. He's yet to make a playoff game in his NHL career. What does he reunite with Carolina? Maybe, but I'm hearing Carolina might get. The Sabres might get someone from Carolina, Martin Necas. They're really heavily looking into him. Is what I'm hearing. Martin Necas is now pretty much there's a chance he's going to go to Buffalo. Maybe not, but who knows how the Sabres can afford some of these star players. We don't know. But yeah, the recap is, yes, the two finalists. Yes, the Panthers are the Stanley Cup champs. The Edmonton Oilers are your runner-up. So yeah, good for the Edmonton Oilers. They had a hell of a season, but we'll see if they get back to that point again. And I don't know. We'll see what. We'll see what that does. So if Florida, obviously, they really trying to figure out, they'll probably keep a good amount of players. We'll see what because Reinhardt's now a free agent now. There's some other good notable free agents for the Panthers that they could, who knows what their future holds. But yes, the Canucks had a good playoff run too this year. They got eliminated in the second round by the Edmonton Oilers, who were obviously in the Stanley Cup Finals. Nashville, yeah, they're still a playoff contender, but not they got to take a next step too. Well, I think Boston, obviously, they're always good. Toronto is the same old. Oh my God, are they going to finally make a deep playoff run, or is it going to finally? Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. If Toronto's ever going to make a playoff run. Probably not. They will not make a deep playoff run, but I think Detroit, they are close. They were very close to making the playoffs. They were very close. The Red Wings were sure close. The Capitals, that was the worst team that made the playoffs, honestly, this year, I think. That was a team that should not have been in the playoffs. The Capitals, they couldn't even win a playoff game. They couldn't even win a game in that series against the Rangers. They got swept. Rangers, don't get me wrong, they're the President's Trophy champ. They're the best team in the regular season all year, but still, it's just Washington's not that good. I mean, Ovechkin, I got so much mad respect for Alex Ovechkin, but he's got to go. He's got to leave Washington. He's got to go to a different team. And yes, he won a cup with them. I get that. He's your franchise player, but is it time to move on from Alex Ovechkin if you're a Washington Capitals fan? I'd say it's time. Same with the Penguins. It's not time yet to move from Crosby yet, but still, it's getting to that point where it's time to move on. The Penguins, too, it's starting to get in that rebuild mode. They've lost the last 2 postseasons. What's next for the Penguins? Is Sid going to – I think Sid's coming back, but, with Malkin and Letang, but what's the future hope for them? Because they're not getting any younger. I mean, who knows how many years they got left in the NHL? I mean, yes, I've always been a Sidney Crosby hater, because of Sabres fan, because I can't see him losing a bit, but still. Like, it's going to be so weird when those star players that have been there for so long, leave the NHL, retire, It's going to be so weird when that unfolds. It's going to be so weird, man. So, yeah, it's going to be weird. So, we'll see how that goes. Then, the NBA, obviously, the draft is tonight. I should keep an eye on that. We'll see how that draft's going right now. I got to check that out. So, that just started tonight, and it's going on tomorrow night tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah, that's going on, too. So, the 2-day draft. The NHL draft is this Friday night. Wondering who the Sabres can go. I know Celebrini is going to get drafted by the Sharks. That's easy. That's the number 1 pick. Usually, it's a no-brainer. Heck, but so, yeah, the NBA draft started. The Hawks picked Zachary Rieshker from France. And then the first 2 guys were from France, not college basketball players, NCAA guys. First 2 guys were from France. Pretty impressive. Then Reed Shepherd gets picked number 3. He's Houston Rockets. So Alexar, the Wizards, yes, he's on there. But Steven Kessel from the UConn Huskies, the defending champions. He's going to the San Antonio Spurs. A little different without Greg Popovich. Ron Holland just got picked, the Pistons 5th pick overall. Then another guy from France, another French player gets picked. It's pretty impressive how these guys from France are just coming out of nowhere. Now the Blazers are on the clock right now. This year's draft. But yes, the Celtics, I feel like they're going to keep everyone still, the same roster. I feel like good amount. And yes, the Yankees are struggling, man. They are really struggling. They're losing the Mets right now, and they're currently in a rain delay. They've lost their last 3 series. That Red Sox series have left a bad taste in this franchise, in this team's mouth. I mean, Torres got benched tonight because he's inconsistent, but still, I think it was time for the Yankees to bench him eventually. Yes, everyone goes on the one hit, at least one good hit. Oh yeah, he's fine now. He's back to himself. Nope, he's got to be a little more consistent. He was good when he first came in the league. Let's be fair on that. Honestly, he has been. Still, the Yankees really got to get their shit together. I mean, they really just stink. I mean, seriously. I'm a Yankees fan. I always support the Yankees, but they suck. It's frustrating to watch them right now. Well, yeah, 1 more month until the training camp starts, but oh my God, they really got to start getting out there, get to control the Yankees. I mean, seriously, this is the Mets we're talking about against. This is the fucking New York Mets. Why are you losing to teams like that? I get it. They're playing a lot better baseball, but come on. Are you kidding me? This is like your little brother in New York. You're losing to them. If you're a Yankees fan, I'd be disgusted right now losing the Mets. The Braves, okay, but still, losing your 2 biggest rivals, the Mets and the Red Sox. How is this happening? I mean, yes, we're having a hell of a season, but right now, we're not showing it right now. Yes, you're going to have bad months. But come on. It's frustrating to be a Yankees fan right now. But the long season ahead of us. I think they'll get back under control. Maybe they'll get it together this weekend in Toronto. And then next week, they got Cincinnati, which is going to be good 4th of July. So we'll talk more on that 4th of July next week. I'll be our next big thing next week for next Wednesday's episode. Of course, it'll be the month of July next week. So it'll be the day before 4th of July when I do my next show. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. There'll be a lot of 4th of July MLB talk we'll be talking about, And next week also, of course, we'll be previewing the pay-per-view. So we'll see how that plays off, and all that. But, yeah. So I'm hoping my Sabres can finally end the playoff drought next year. That's the biggest thing in the offseason. Go all in if you're the Sabres. Let's switch to the Sabres. Go all in. Get some of these good players. They have so much cap space. The Sabres got what good amount of cap space? Are you kidding me? Go after some of the best we got, like especially at the wing forward. We've got so much defensemen. Just go after someone that can score a lot. You know, like a Steven Stamkos or like a Patrick Kane. I mean, seriously, just even Leon Draisaitl. He's still a free agent, but I feel like he's going to come back to Edmonton. No, still, I know he'll be back in Edmonton, but still, he would be good. But the thing is, we're not going to say we're probably go afford him. But Martin Necas, he's good. I mean, Necas wouldn't be bad to pick. Having a Carolina Hurricane there, you know. I feel like the Sabres are due for a big trade, honestly. For like a mega trade or something like that. Since, I mean, yes, we had the last big trade we had was the Eichel trade, unfortunately. But we did get some good players out of it. We did get. Oh, I know. Yes. So I think the Sabres should. The Sabres. You know, play both sports. Oh yeah, for sure, he should. But he can stick to football. I mean, that's something he's good at. I think the Sabres in the draft. What they're going to do in the draft this Friday? I'd say they should get Taj Aginla. Jerome McGinley's kid is going to be in the NHL draft. I mean, this man's a freaking legend, Jerome McGinley. I mean, got so much respect for him. He's one player that I like to watch, you know. He's played in the NHL for a long time, and now he's retired, but I'd say it's his kid's time to sign. Yes, I wish his father, Jerome, you know, like he was retired. I wish he was been a Sabre. But yeah, he ended up on the Boston Bruins, but he ended up spent most of his career in Calgary. I would love to see him in Buffalo. I would love to see Aginla finally. Someone from that family. Hello?
No, I talked so much crap. All went to my Mets fan.
Oh, man.
What is he probably thinking?
He's probably thinking, like, oh, man, he's probably like, well, looks like we're going to win this series now. He's probably, like, knows the Mets are playing better. I mean,
is there any good news for the Bills at least?
I don't know, man. I just know it's like I'm comfortable with our team right now. Let's hope we can just get together to the training camp, get situated. Now, obviously, the preseason coming up soon too.
You know the guy from NFL that made predictions, and
yeah,
I'm trying to think what's his name.
Goodness.
Guess what he has as that?
What?
He has as that 9-9.
Does he?
Yeah, we're not going 9-8 this year. The floor is 11-6, I think.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
What's your prediction?
I'd say it's about right. 11-6, maybe 12-5. But I'd say 11-6 sounds about right this year for the Bills.
And what about the Chiefs?
Chiefs, I'd give them at least 12, maybe like at least 10, but I don't know. I'd say at least over 10 wins. I'd say definitely.
Which Bill? Did you decide which Bills games you were going to do?
I would talk. Not really. I mean, maybe that could be. Well, that could be our trap game before the Chiefs game. That sounds about right.
And that's what people have us doing.
What?
They have us losing to the Rams and the Lions.
Oh goodness, those are tough ones. I'd say at least lose to the Lions, honestly, because the Lions do got a better roster.
You remember the last time we played the Lions?
Oh yeah, we kicked the game when he threw on Thanksgiving. That was when the Lions were starting to play better, but yeah, that's when the Lions were starting to peak at That's when Dan Campbell really starting to rebuild that team. That pretty much the rebuild was pretty much almost over. That was when they turned it around, almost made the playoffs that year.
Can we bench Miller for that? When he doesn't get hurt?
I mean, probably. We'll see how he does in at least the beginning of the season. You there?
What was the worst injury?
Oh, definitely Josh Allen. If it happened. What?
tomorrow is the presidential debate.
That's right.
I told Aviana, sorry. She said, why? I told her.
I'm thinking the same thing too. I don't know.
And that's what Aviana says when I say Sleepy Joe.
What?
She says Sleepy Donald.
Oh man.
What should I tell her?
Well, I'll get back to the rest of my show. The Bills. All right. But yeah, the presidential debate is tomorrow. Obviously, if people are into politics, I won't talk about politics as much, because it is a very sensitive topic. Let's be fair on that. But yeah, that's tomorrow night on CNN, 9 o'clock Eastern. Don't miss that. Especially, when the big election coming up. Who knows how that's going to play off. I mean, the new rules is they're going to mute the mics too. Like if someone cuts you off, all that. So I'm interested in how that rule is going to play off. I'm interested about that. That's the one I'm kind of like, oh my goodness. I mean, how is this going to work? I just can't wait to see how it plays off, and some other stuff, the new rules they came up with too. But I'm just interested in how that's going to play off. Are they going to do it on a podium? Are they going to have mics hold up mics, not having a podium? Like, what's going to happen? Because usually they're on podiums, but sometimes they do that. You just don't know what they're going to plan. But CNN, I think we'll see Wolf Blitzer be in charge of that. So it should be a good debate tomorrow. Don't forget to watch that too tomorrow. Obviously, don't forget to watch the Yankees too. Some other big things too. But yes, the NBA draft is going on still. Make sure to watch that and tomorrow. And make sure to watch the NHL draft this weekend, this Friday night. And I'm hoping the Sabres can get a big draft pick. Hopefully get a good trade this free agency this offseason. I hope they do. It's weird to think hockey's over, but hey, we got America's pastime right now. We got baseball to go watch right now. So enjoy your MLB, enjoy all the drafts and the debates and all that, blah, blah. We will see you next week for a 4th of July MLB preview and Money in the Bank preview for WB. We'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.